I want people to understand, first and foremost, before I start this video, I personally have been a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not his acting. I think his acting sucks. I've been a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger for many years, okay, of his bodybuilding and of his bodybuilding literature that he has put out, and as a fan of his, his being a member of the President's Council on Physical Fitness, or, that I have respected Arnold Schwarzenegger as a figure in the fitness and bodybuilding world for many years. He's also a martial artist. A lot of people don't know that. But I respect Schwarzenegger in respect to his work as a fitness idol, okay? And what he has done for the fitness world. However, and I'm very pleased to see a lot of people in the fitness industry are now, or at least some people in the fitness industry, are courageous enough to boycott Schwarzenegger for his anti-American comments of "screw your freedom," is what he said regarding people not wanting to be regulated by millionaires and billionaires. And I'm not going to get into it because I have a feeling YouTube is on the side of Schwarzenegger and will yank my video if I start talking about the context. But I will try and find a link to the original video. I saw it because I subscribed to Schwarzenegger. Now, in some ways I actually agree with what he said up until the point he said, "screw your freedom." Okay? And why do I not like the fact that he said "screw your freedom"? Now, this is coming from Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger's been saying dumb shit his whole life. I mean, like, if you ever saw the movie Pumping Iron, where he equates the pump to coming inside a woman. It's like coming is inside a woman. I'm getting the feeling of coming at the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I am coming all the time. Okay? So, he's said dumb shit his whole life. Okay? And I'm not saying he's an idiot. I'm just saying he doesn't watch what he says. And I do think that he is an elitist. I do think that he is an arrogant son of a bitch. And I do think that he believes that he is better than other people, more important than other people, and that he has more rights than other people because he is who he is. And I think he loses context of the fact that a lot of why he is where he is because of my freedom and your freedom, and people in that have idolized him. I don't idolize him, but I respect him for what he is. I have looked up to him. I don't idolize him, but I respect him for what he is and what he has done for people that seek fitness and seek health and things of that nature. But his views on politics and other things are very much elitist and arrogant, okay? And they've always been that way. I thought it was hilarious when Family Guy made fun of him, had him going house to house looking for housekeepers to have a large-faced boy with. I thought that was hilarious. I'm not a sycophant of Schwarzenegger's, as many people are. I think that he's a great person. He has contributed greatly to the fitness world, and especially to bodybuilding, and took bodybuilding back to the fitness realm. And I like what he has done for fitness. But that doesn't make him, how can I put this? That doesn't make him immune to criticism from people in the fitness community. Now, Greg Doucette is complaining that Schwarzenegger's been canceled for expressing his opinion. No, he hasn't. That's not cancel culture. If anybody's a member of cancel culture, it's Schwarzenegger, saying things like, "screw your freedom, screw your freedom." Okay? Now, I'm not a big fan of a freaking foreigner. He's a foreigner that came here from Austria and was coddled by Joe Weider to become Mr. Olympia. He was coddled by America to become who he is. Now, I'm not saying he didn't work for it. Of course, he worked for it. You don't make muscle like that by not working for it. But his movies have always been garbage. There's a couple of them, the old sci-fi movies like Predator and Total Recall, they're decent. But his acting has always been shit. The dude can't act. He's getting the parts because he looks the part. Not because he can act, because every character is the same character. If you watch Pumping Iron, where he plays himself, it's the same character as he plays in frickin', what do you call it, a Predator, or Total Recall, or Terminator, or that's who he is. He's like the David Duchovny. Well, I guess David Duchovny is the David Duchovny of acting. But David Duchovny and Arnold Schwarzenegger have the same horrible acting ability. David Duchovny, I'm a big fan of the X-Files too. David Duchovny was just lucky that his annoying voice and subdued character filled the role of Mulder. Because if it wasn't for that particular role, he wouldn't have had an acting career. And the same thing is true with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was who he was, and that's all he was. His acting career blew. His contributions to the fitness world are magnificent, and that's where he deserves respect as far as I'm concerned. His political career was bullshit. His political views are bullshit. His idea of pushing veganism without pushing veganism for bodybuilding, meaning not pushing health-promoting veganism, just pushing veganism for environmental purposes, is bullshit. Okay? Essentially, the guy is bullshit. Okay? And he's anti-American, and in my opinion, he should take the money, unfortunately, our money, the money of the American people that made him a multi-millionaire with our freedom to go watch his movies, our freedom to pursue fitness, our freedom to idolize this guy. We're the ones that made him a multi-millionaire. Okay? So it's the same thing like with Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger is like a politician when people say, oh, Barack Obama accomplished a lot by becoming president. Barack Obama didn't accomplish a goddamn thing. The only people that accomplished anything by Barack Obama becoming president were the people that voted for him. That's it. He got the most votes. He won the popularity contest. It's the same thing with Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger is a multi-millionaire because he won the popularity contest. And he was helped along the way immensely by people like Joe Weider. Okay, and I do respect Joe Weider quite a bit. People might remember, I think I made a video about Joe Weider. I think I did a review of his book on bodybuilding. But I respect Joe Weider. I respect Schwarzenegger too for their contributions to fitness. Now, getting into the psychology of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger idolized dictators. He mentioned this in Pumping Iron. Now, I can't find that exact part in Pumping Iron, but he explained that he idolized dictators. Now, I would assume he idolized the Big H. Now, people probably have come to the conclusion at this point by watching my channel that I think that people that idolize dictators are emotionally unhealthy people. They're emotionally unstable people. If you are idolizing a dictator, or idolizing a political figure, or idolizing a movie star, or idolizing a pro wrestler, or idolizing a religious figure, and that includes Jesus Christ and Buddha and Muhammad, if you are idolizing anyone, you are not an emotionally healthy person. Okay? And Schwarzenegger idolized dictators, and I think that secretly he wants to be a dictator. And luckily there is a website dedicated to this called arnoldexposed.com, and I'm going to leave a link in the description to that, and I hope people follow it. But I believe Arnold Schwarzenegger's attitudes are anti-American. I believe he used America to become a multimillionaire. He married into one of the most politically connected families. Let's say, is that by accident that he married into the most politically connected families in the country? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it was an accident. And then he went and cheated on Maria Shriver with, this is what blows my mind with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you see the monster that he cheated on Maria Shriver with? Seriously, I could throw a dart in California and hit a more attractive Mexican girl. Seriously, if you look, I could randomly walk around LA and find a more attractive Mexican woman than the creature he cheated on Maria Shriver with. I mean, seriously, that is absolutely absurd. The person that he cheated on his wife with. Not to mention the wife that was a Kennedy that he obviously married into the Kennedy clan. Why? For political connectedness, so he could eventually exploit that to become more politically connected. A lot of his opinions on politics and things of that nature are not healthy opinions on politics. I think that he is a scam. He fought the Republicans, and I actually respect what he did do, but the fact of the matter is, when you're claiming to be a Republican, you don't sabotage the Republicans. And what do I mean by that? Schwarzenegger donated money to open up polling stations. And I'm glad he did it because I'm glad Joe Biden is president. But the fact of the matter is, he is not a good person as far as Republicans are concerned, because he utilized his wealth to open up polling stations to allow more Democrats to vote to sabotage Donald Trump. And we know he had a beef with Donald Trump. I'm not defending Donald Trump. People know my view of Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump was a horrible mistake that I made voting for him the first term, which I did not make the second term. And I didn't vote for Joe Biden either, but I am happy that Joe Biden won against Donald Trump, because what do you know? When there's an election, somebody has to win. But my point is that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a terrible Republican. He sabotaged the Republicans in 2020 by using his immense wealth to open up polling stations in democratically controlled areas. Okay? Was that morally the right thing to do? Probably, but politics is not a moral game, is it? No, it's not. But he's not a moral person either when he's telling Americans to screw their freedom. He is exploiting his sway, his wealth, his power, having his shit fit, okay, being one of the billionaire class, telling lowly serfs like us how we should behave, like that Dr. Mike guy, like a lot of these people, okay? I can't say his name, the guy that's changed his opinion 6 ways from Sunday since the beginning of this, you know, the guy, it doesn't affect kids, it does affect kids, it doesn't affect kids, it does affect kids, wear this, don't wear this, do this, don't do that, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. We all know, who is that guy? I know, you know who I mean. You know who I mean. My point is that Schwarzenegger's attitudes towards the American people are unhealthy. I think he should take his ass back to Austria with all the money we gave him as a people. Get the money that we gave him, take it, call it quits, and go the hell back to his crappy little country in Europe. That's my opinion.